Building green economies for sustainable development and poverty eradication was the event's theme. It attracted experts from across the world who came to share experiences on how to fast-track adoption of green energy.
The reason we actually now try to emphasize green economy is really about the whole new balanced approach to development, to save the planet and to save our future generations. And we create more opportunities for everybody to gain from development.
Solar is really picking up a lot of momentum, and the main reason is that the cost of solar panels has really come down over the last 5 to 10 years. So it has become much more affordable than other sources of renewable energy. The other one is also the more efficient cook stoves, for the simple reason that wood fuel is not as available, and charcoal is also becoming more expensive. So people are trying to find ways to economize. At a larger level, we can talk of, say, particularly in Kenya and in the East Africa region, geothermal is beginning to take a lot of attention, and it's beginning to get a lot of investment because it's now a proven technology, and the long-term benefits are clear and visible.
Implementation of green technology like solar, wind and geothermal are however gaining traction, albeit at a slow pace.
I think the major impediment is the high initial cost. More than anything else, that is what makes it difficult for people to take up green technologies because they see it as a huge capital investment.
Green economy, I think some people take the word green literally, as if that if you make the word more greener, and that's green economy. And that's a wrong perception. Green economy meaning that the world is safer, the world is more balanced between humanity and nature. The world is not pumping more pollutions into the air, that the products that you consume are healthier for you, your kids, and your energy is not dependent on traditional carbon hydro resources, but more renewable. So green meaning sustainable.
Despite the prohibitive cost of investment in clean energy, headways are being made by entrepreneurs in the sector. I caught up with one dealing in efficient modern cooking stoves.
Okay, so what makes our stoves different basically is the environmental aspect of it. As I mentioned to you, worldwide we have about 3 billion people cooking over open fires. So be it 2-stone fires, 3-stone fires, or any traditional stove that they have, it's still open fires. And of course you have the danger aspect of it, like uncontrolled fires and people burning or houses burning, or you have people walking over long distances to collect wood. So in Kenya we have people walking for 10 kilometers a day to collect firewood. And then those who are buying firewood spend about 500 shillings a week on firewood. So if you have an improved cook stove, that basically cuts by half what you're going to use. So if you're using 500 shillings a week to buy firewood, then you're supposed to use 250. If you're going to walk for 500 kilometers a week to collect firewood, then that will be reduced to about 5 hours a week.
Health benefits of using traditional fuels over modern clean technology cannot be overlooked.
Cooking over open fires, health-wise, also exposes people to a lot of diseases and ill health. For example, if you cook over open fires, that can be compared to smoking about 40 cigarettes a day. So if you have a clean cook stove that will reduce emission by 70%, then you have a cleaner kitchen, a healthier family.
The increased energy demand in developing countries calls for speedy policy adoption in the energy sector for faster industrialization and socio-economic development to be realized.
I think what needs to be done is to move away from looking at renewable energy as an additional benefit to the environment and looking at it as a business. And looking at it from a purely business model, it does make sense. There's very good returns on these kind of investments, and economically it is viable. A lot of the technologies are now viable, but there's still whenever it's discussed, it's always discussed from a point of view of environment and a benefit and almost like doing good for the environment rather than purely as a business case. If there's more shift towards the business case of renewable energy, then the uptake is now going to be more sustainable, because now people are not just donating money to develop these kind of technologies, they are actually investing in them. And that's exactly what is missing. All that's needed, it's not even proving the business cases, it's just a matter of investing to the scale up of these technologies.
National governments have to make a centennial decision that what kind of development path that they want their nation and their people to develop. So the policy environment is very important. And I think the challenge is that while, yes, many political leaders are committed to doing that, they may not have the tools. They may not have the readily available good examples or practices. And some countries have recently succeeded in developing longer term or strategic vision for greening their economies.